We're going to start a new chapter, and that is a chapter on semantics. So the word semantics itself comes from Greek, comes from sema, which means sign, but basically in English you can take the root to be sem. You see, semantics, the derivations are the word semantic, which is the adjective, semantically adverb, semanticist, a person who specializes in semantics, and there is semantics itself, which is study of meaning. Semantics, the way we do it, is a major branch of linguistics, which is devoted to the study of meaning in language. There's more to semantics than this. Semantics is the study of meaning at different levels. So it could be at the word level, it could be at the level of phrase or clause or sentence. There's also a level of semantics, which is about the intentions of the speaker, which is it's kind of beyond sentence level. That's called pragmatics. Basically, pragmatics, according to David Crystal's dictionary, it's a term in modern linguistics that has come to be applied to the study of language from the point of view of the user. So this kind of makes our discussion more complex, and you might say, what do you mean exactly? But we're going to have a separate video on pragmatics. But you also need to know that semantics is pursued in outside linguistics, such as in logic or philosophy. For a recap, semantics is the study of word and sentence meaning. Pragmatics is the study of a speaker meaning. So whether you consider pragmatics to be part of semantics or outside of it, you can define it as speaker meaning. Then semantics is word and sentence meaning. So we're not going to focus on pragmatics, which is a speaker meaning here. So you can also compare semantics with syntax. So you would say, oh, whoa, stop it there. Why do you bring up these discussions? Well, it's kind of relevant. Let me give you a tree. Like how semantics could be confused with syntax. So look at these sentences. John saw the man from the restaurant, okay? John saw the man from the restaurant. So the sentence, John saw the man from the restaurant, is ambiguous because it could have two meanings. The first meaning is there was a man that John met in a restaurant, and then later he saw that man. So the man from the restaurant. But the second meaning is John was standing in the restaurant, and then there was a man who was passing by, and then it was the seeing that happened from the restaurant. Do you remember the boy with the telescope? You could see that the boy had the telescope, or the seeing was with the telescope. Here is it either it's the man from the restaurant, or it's the seeing from the restaurant of a man who is not in the restaurant. This kind of ambiguity is not because of the words, it's because of the structure. So this level of ambiguity is not part of semantics, it's part of syntax, it's because of syntax. It's called structural ambiguity. That structural ambiguity can be accounted for in syntax. So if I say meet me at the bank, the word bank itself has at least two meanings. So bank has a financial institution, and bank has the area along the river, for example, the river bank. So here, if I tell you meet me at the bank, then you might not be clear on the meaning of bank, and you may ask me which bank or where exactly. Do you mean the bank or do you mean the river bank? So here, the ambiguity is not because of the structure, it's because of the word bank. It's called lexical ambiguity. Basically, you can understand lexical here in the sense of adjective for word. Ambiguity because of the word. It's not because of the structure. Bank has multiple meanings. So when a word has more than one meaning, it's called polysemy, polysemy. Poly means multiple, sem means meaning. E means the state of, so the state of having multiple meanings. So polysemy is part of semantics, but structural ambiguity is part of syntax. I mentioned this to clarify that this is how syntax is different from semantics. Because if in the future we talk about ambiguity, we should ask ourselves, is it lexical ambiguity or is it structural ambiguity? As I said, we study things like polysemy, but there are other things that we study, things like synonymy, antonymy, hyponymy, homonymy, metonymy, etc. Also, we will discuss semantic roles or thematic roles. We will discuss concepts like agent, theme, patient, and how they help us understand the words.